Hi everybody, I wanted to make a video about how we let go of toxic self-doubt. And I wanted to make this video because I know a lot of people who are plagued with these insecurities and these doubts, and these doubts can find their way into every area of life, so every little decision some people make, they're plagued with insecurity, and they either can't make a decision, whether it's a really simple decision like what flavour coffee to have, or they can't make a decision on maybe a big thing like moving house or something like that. So there's that inability to make a decision, and then there's the other side of the coin, which is you make a decision, but then you're just plagued with this self-doubt. So that little voice inside your head that's asking, did I do the right thing? Have I decided the right thing? And you're going through all the pros and cons of this decision. And maybe you're also saying things to yourself like, I'm rubbish at making decisions, I can't be trusted, I can't make decisions. And we have to be really careful what we say to ourselves. People like Louise Hay have talked about this and taught people about the power of what we say to ourselves and the power of self-talk. So it's not just about affirmations and saying positive things, because it doesn't matter how positive you're being if the other 99% of the time you're beating yourself up and you're telling yourself, I can't do this and I can't do that, and I'm no good at this and I'm no good at that, and I can't be trusted with this and I can't be trusted with that, and I'm just not lucky, and all this kind of thing. So I made a couple of notes, a couple of little things that it's worth asking yourself if you find that you're plagued with this insecurity. So whether it's relating to one big decision that you're really, really struggling with, or whether it's a general thing that you just don't feel as if you can make decisions, or every decision you make, there follows this agony afterwards where you can't seem to stick to the decision you've made, and there's all this toing and froing and beating yourself up. So a couple of things that it's worth asking yourself, that it's worth considering, is I believe that I think we fixate on the decision when we don't completely trust ourselves. So if we lack confidence in ourselves, if we haven't learnt to trust our gut instincts, and we just lack confidence in our ability to make any kind of decision, I think that's when we fixate on a decision. Because I think when you develop enough self-confidence to trust your decisions, whether they're right or wrong, no matter what the consequences, when you get to a place where you can learn to trust any decision that you make that feels right for you, you tend not to question it. And you tend not to question it even if things go tits up. So even if you've made a decision and then there are consequences, and you might look back and think, oh yeah, okay, well there were consequences of that decision, but you still know you made a decision and it was the right decision at the right time for you. Decisions aren't necessarily right or wrong. They're going to teach us something. They're going to take us down a path. And that's why I strongly believe it's much better to make lots of decisions, and successful people will tell you this as well. Successful people make more mistakes. That's how it is. I made another video about this. It's better to make lots of decisions that aren't perfect than it is to sit paralysed with a fear of making any decision, because then you're going nowhere. You're not growing, you're not trying, you're not pushing against your fears, you're not doing anything. Whereas when you make a decision, things happen as a result of that decision, and you may look back and think, yeah, that was a weird decision, but wow, that led to some amazing other opportunities. Some other doors opened because I took that path. So it's worth looking at our general confidence in ourselves when it comes to making decisions. If you've made a decision about something and you're kind of feeling like it's the wrong decision, it's worth asking yourself, is this really, do I really feel this is the wrong decision, or would I doubt myself anyway? So it's worth thinking about that. If you really are lacking confidence in yourself, it's possible you would doubt any decision you made, even if that decision turns out to be the perfect decision, you know. It's likely you would doubt yourself regardless, because if you're lacking confidence and lacking self-esteem, you're going to have a lot of self-doubts. So, and also be aware, like I said before, be aware of what you're telling yourself. Are you telling yourself and telling other people that you're no good with the decisions, that you can't be trusted? Because I know that I've got friends who say it to me, and whenever people say this stuff, I always get a little alarm bell going, ding, ding, ding. I'm always aware of it. And I won't necessarily say anything, but there's just a little thing that goes off that makes me think, okay, you're telling yourself and you're telling me and you're telling the world that you can't make a decision, and you've got to be very careful what you tell yourself and what you tell the universe. So I hope this has given you some food for thought, some of my ideas and ramblings and things that I've learned. Just worth thinking about the next time you have a decision to make. If you don't think you're very decisive, have a go at just making a decision and see how it feels. And start off with small things, you know, it doesn't have to be scary. Next time you go in a cafe, if it takes you 10 minutes to choose a drink, just have a go at going, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, that one. And then look at the consequences of that decision. So you had a coffee or a latte or a hot chocolate or a tea, and then you sit with that decision and you enjoy that decision because you made a decision. It doesn't have to be the right or wrong decision. So anyway, hope that's helped, guys. If you enjoyed that, please leave a like, please subscribe. I will add a link to another video. If you have any stories to add, any stories to share about decision making, share it in the comments box. Let the world know. Are you very decisive, or are you really painfully indecisive? Is it something you want to work on, or is it just something that you're happy to, you're happy with not being very decisive? Me personally, I've got a lot better at making decisions, but then I practice more. So the more decisions I make, the better I get at making decisions, and the more I trust my gut instinct. Trusting your gut is a big, big thing. It's the most powerful tool that you have, really, in your body. So, okay, I shall catch you soon for another video. I hope you are all well, all take care, and thanks for watching.